Casey McAllister gets an early jump and goes down, hustles on down to the front straightaway. Through the bottom side of turn number 1 and through the middle is Z17 of Casey McAllister, followed by the 90 of Tommy Fain. 3 wheeling it down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Tommy Fain on point as they roll off into turn number 4. Tommy Fain comes on lead lap number 1, followed by Casey McAllister, Blake Clark, Jason Brooks, and Scott Martin. 3 wheels out for the 90 of Tommy Fain. He says lead to left front at home as he's still your leader in the middle of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, lap number 2 goes in the books. Casey McAllister and Blake Clark hustling on down the back straightaway, riding down your leader, the 90 of Tommy Fain. Jason Brooks is slow down the back straightaway and pulls it off into the infield. But meanwhile, back up front down the back straightaway, your leader still 190 of Tommy Fain, followed by Casey McAllister, Blake Clark, and Scott Martin. Racetrack looks like the girl to be running as your leader Tommy Fain not pulling away just yet, but meanwhile has a cool lead out front in car number 90. Casey McAllister runs second, Blake Clark is third, Scott Martin is fourth. White flag shown this time. One more trip around for the 90 of Tommy Fain. Up at the 1 of Scott Martin, now slow and pulled off in the infield as well. But down the back straightaway, he is a 90 of Tommy Fain. He works through the middle of turns 3 and 4. Off the bottom of turn number 4, winner is a 90 of Tommy Fain, followed by Casey McAllister, Blake Clark. Brian Schutte and Bobby Miller hustle on down to turn number 1. The car number 7 next to Schutte will lead us out of turn number 2 and on down the back straightaway. The 1B of Bobby Miller falls into second. The 5-star Brandon Taylor third, and the 5C Elite Cranford runs in the 4th position. Brandon Taylor tried to make a run out of turn number 2 on the bottom side of the 1B of Bobby Miller. You see him duck down low into turn number 3 and drifts up out of turn number 4 to run the middle side of the racetrack. But meanwhile, back up front as he works into turn number 1 is the 7X of Brian Schutte, still your leader, followed by Bobby Miller. Here comes Lee Cranford and car number 5 down the back straightaway. Tries to get a run on a 5-star. Brandon Taylor to take over 3rd position. Single file racing still right around the middle of the racetrack. The Wayne, Oklahoma driver still your leader. Then it's Bobby Miller and the 5-star Brandon Taylor still trying to make a run on the bottom side of the raceway. Just can't get enough to get it. Brandon Taylor to the inside of Bobby Miller out of turn number 4. Nothing there. They stair step him off at turn number 4. You're still your leader is the 7X of Brian Schutte, followed by Bobby Miller, Brandon Taylor, and Lee Cranford. Two more laps to go for the Wayne, Oklahoma driver, Brian Schutte. Battle for your second spot is the 1B of Bobby Miller, the 5-star of Brandon Taylor, and the 5C of Lee Cranford. Tries to follow him around the bottom side of the racetrack to gain real estate on the 1B of Bobby Miller. Coming out of turn number 4, your winner is a 7X of Brian Schutte, followed by Bobby Miller, Brandon Taylor, and Lee Cranford. Hatcher and Hessen, here we go. Dustin Sutherland on the high side of the racetrack does take the lead off into turn number 1. Remains running the high side on turn number 1. And Diamond's a corner out of turn number 2 to rocket down the back straightaway. Here comes a 57 of Jay Baggett to take over second from the 2X of Peyton Rinke. Your leader is Dustin Sutherland, followed by Jay Baggett, Peyton Rinke, Jamie Hatcher, James Heston, and Dakota Sutherland. Dustin Sutherland still your leader down the back straightaway. Jay Baggett is gaining ground as he works through the middle of turns number 3 and out of turn number 4. Jay Baggett looks to the inside of Dustin Sutherland. Nothing working for him there. Dustin Sutherland leads off into turn number 3. Jay Baggett throws it off in turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Still running down to 5 of Dustin Sutherland. Right now, your battle is for the lead in car number 5 as Dustin Sutherland and 57 is Jay Baggett. Running third is the 2X of Peyton Rinke, 34 James Heston, 49 of Jamie Hatcher, the 83 of Dakota Sutherland. Dustin Sutherland has company in front of 57 of Jay Baggett. Jay Baggett peeks to the inside of the middle corner, slides up, bangs fenders, but Jay Baggett is your leader down the back straightaway. Jay Baggett leads us off into turn number 3. Dustin Sutherland back down to the bottom of turn number 4. Nothing working for him there. Jay Baggett still your leader. Your leader, Jay Baggett, sees 2 more trips around the Monarch Motor Speedway. Dustin Sutherland to the low side of turn number 4, tries to take a peek on the inside of the 57 of Jay Baggett. Does not have anything for him this time as a white flag was displayed. 1 more trip around. First and second rocket off into turn number 3. Here they come out of turn number 4. Your winner is Jay Baggett, followed by Dustin Sutherland, Peyton Rinke, James Heston, Jamie Hatcher, and Dakota Sutherland. Greens up, here we go. Justin Adamson down the back, down the front straightaway is your leader. Off in the bottom side of turn number 1, followed by Brian Tucker, Jared Heston, Jody Brotherhood, Timothy Newell, and Brandon Presson. Battle for second between Jared Heston and Brian Tucker. Jared Heston tries to look to the inside of the 01 of Brian Tucker. Meanwhile, back up front to 85, but Justin Adamson pulls away on the bottom side of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, it looks like, oh, contact in the wall is the 01 of Brian Tucker and the 32 of Jared Heston. We're going back green flag racing this time. Justin Adamson leads us down into turn number 1. Timothy Newell falls into the second position. Justin Adamson is your leader, followed by Timothy Newell and Brandon Preston. Working down the front straightaway is the Rush Springs, Oklahoma driver, Justin Adamson. He is your leader as he comes out of turn number 2 to go down the back straightaway. He'll come around this time to see 2 more laps to go. Running second is the 40 of Timothy Newell, followed by the 92 of Brandon Presson. White flags up one more trip around for Justin Adamson in car 85. Your winner, he comes out of Rush Springs, Oklahoma. It's car number 85 of Justin Adamson, followed by the 40 of Timothy New, 92 of Brendan Presson. Green flag this time out of 4. Here we go. The 5T Tyler Webb hustles on down the front straightaway into turn number 1. We go 3 wide into corner number 1 with the 5K Kelsey Baggett and the 20 of Cooper Gregory. The 20 of Gregory does maintain your second position as he rockets on down into turn number 3 through the middle and the high side of turn number 4. But meanwhile, your lap 1 leader is a 5T of Tyler Webb. Clyde Eichler in car number 11 looks to take to the peak of the inside of car number 5K of Kelsey Baggett. Cooper Gregory does sling it out a little wide off turn number 4, does tag the wall with his right rear, but keeps it going. Your battle now for the second running position is 11 Clyde Eichler, the 20 Cooper Gregory. Here comes the 5K at Kelsey Baggett. Make that a 3-car battle for your second place. But meanwhile, he's got his car set on kill on the high side of the racetrack. Up front and gone is a 5T of Tyler Webb. It is Tyler Webb, followed by Clyde Eichler, Cooper Gregory, Kelsey Baggett, and Bobby Nettles. Kelsey Baggett looking for some grip on the high side of the racetrack. Cooper Gregory into the wall, upside down, gives a 20 of Cooper Gregory. Off at turn number 4, red lights do blink on. We go back racing right here out of turn number 4. Tyler Webb hustles on down to the first corner, still your leader, followed by the 5K at Kelsey Baggett now into the second running position. Clyde Eichler runs third, and the 33 of Bobby Nettles is running fourth. Tyler Webb, your leader, followed by Clyde Eichler to the peaks inside of Kelsey Baggett. Battle for the second position is Clyde Eichler and Kelsey Baggett. Eichler has it with 2 more laps to go right here around the Monarch Motor Speedway. Clyde Eichler runs second, followed by Kelsey Baggett and little Bobby Nettles in car number 33. They both look to run down the 5T of Tyler Webb with 1 more lap to go. Your top 3 work down the back straightaway, single file, and they all 3 hustle on down into turn number 3 to the middle of turn number 4. Your winner is a 5T of Tyler Webb, followed by Clyde Eichler, Kelsey Baggett, and Bobby Nettles. For the green flag off of turn number 4, here we go. Stephen Davis and Brandon Decker double file hustle on down into turn number 1. Brandon Decker is your leader down the back straightaway, followed by Stephen Davis. Here comes Rob Bland around the high side of the 25 down the back straightaway. Diamonds the corner and has the second position as we complete lap number 1. It is Brandon Decker, Rob Bland, Stephen Davis, John Dennis, Josh Turner, and Eric Kimbrough. Brandon Decker does have company on the bottom side of the racetrack. It is the 16 of Rob Bland as they work down the back front straightaway into turn number 1. Meanwhile, your battle up front is going on, which allowed the 30 of John Dennis to sneak by the 25 of Stephen Davis for the third position. The 97K of Eric Kimbrough pulls it off into the infield. We stay green. Rob Lane searching middle low, now has a run on the 5-star Brendan Decker back down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We drag race to the line this time. On point, still at the end of the front straightaway is a 5-star Brendan Decker. Rob Lane still remains second, followed by John Nimitz, Josh Knoyer, and Stephen Davis. Battle for the top spot, also battle for the third running position. Brandon Decker comes around to see 2 more laps to go. Rob Lane goes to the high side this time. Diamonds of corner comes back down to the middle side of turn number 3 and 4 to the bottom side of turns number 4. Nothing working for him this time as I see the white flag. One more trip around. Later works on the back straightaway. It's a 5-star of Brandon Decker, followed by the 16 of Rob Lane, Josh Knoyer in car number 41, and 30 of John Nimitz. Your winner is a 5-star Brandon Decker, followed by Rob Lane, Josh Knoyer, John Nimitz, and Stephen Davis. Here we go. Leads us off into turn number 1 on the high side of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Aaron Alley, your leader, followed by Kobe Adams, Scotty Kelton, TJ Garrett, John Freeman, and Richard Walp. Scotty Kelton to the high side of turn number 3 and out of turn number 4 looks to run down the 66K of Kobe Adams for the second position. Doesn't have enough for that time. Meanwhile, back up front, still your leaders, a 17A of Aaron Alley. Battle for your 4th position starting to heat up with the 45G of TJ Garrett, and down low is a 21F of John Freeman. John Freeman has it off of turn number 4. The 26 of Richard Walt pulls it off into the infield. He calls heat race number 2 quits, but meanwhile back up front is the 17A of Aaron Alley. He is the leader, followed by Kobe Adams, Scotty Kelton, John Freeman, TJ Garrett. White flags up, one more trip around for the 17A of Aaron Alley. Aaron Alley through the middle of turns number 1 and 2. Looks like the place to be. He works us on down the back straightaway into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Your winner, he comes to Lakeside City, Texas, in car number 17A. That's Aaron Alley, followed by the 66K of Kobe Adams, and the 49 of Scotty Kelly. Up and we're away. The B4 of Jared Baird rockets all down into turn number 1 to lead us down the back straightaway, followed by the 9H of Mitchell Hinton, the 29J of Jonathan Powers. Here comes the 58 of Don Reed to the bottom side of the 3Z of Peyton Zingraff. Barrett is your leader, followed by Mitchell Hinton, Jonathan Powers, and Don Reed. The 3Z of Peyton Zingraff looks like he lost power off at turn number 2. Keeps it going down the back straightaway though. The 58 of Don Reed hustled on down the bottom side of turn number 1. Looks to get a run on third place, running 29J of Jonathan Powers. He now to the high side of turn number 3. Diamonds a corner low out of turn number 4. James Brown comes. The 58 of Don Reed down to the bottom side of turn number 1. Now been playing for that time. Still up front is your leader, the B4 of Jared Baird, followed by the 9H of Mitchell Henson, 29J of Jonathan Powers, and the 58 Don Reed, 3Z of Peyton Zingraff. Drag race down the front straight away into turn number 1. It is a 58 of Don Reed and 29J of Jonathan Powers. They go hustle on down the back straightaway. Your third place winning now is a 58 of Don Reed. 2 more laps to go to be shown. Your battle still for the third position. Jonathan Powers not giving up to Don Reed just yet. A little push from the 29J, which allows Don Reed and car 58 to pull away just a little bit. White's up for your leader, one more trip around. Your leader works off of team number 4 to see the checker. That's Jared Baird. Mitchell Henson runs second, 58 of Don Reed third, the 29J of Jonathan Powers is fourth, and the 4Z of Peyton Zingraff rounds out the field. Looking for a side-by-side start off of turn number 4. Here we go. Cold Trigger leads us on down the front straightaway. Into the bottom side of turn number 1. Drifts up to the middle of turn number 2. The 58 of Don Reed runs second. Travis Bragg, Chad Howell, Logan Robertson, and Harold Winton. Caution flag does wave. The 49 of Bag racing this time. The 9 of Coach Trigger leads us on down the front straightaway. Don Reed to the high side of turn number 1 and down the back straightaway. Coach Trigger leader followed by Don Reed, Logan Robertson, and Travis Bragg battle for your third position. Chad Howell back down to the bottom side of turn number 1. Second test with Travis Bragg on Logan Robertson to try to take over that third position. Meanwhile, back up front is the 9 of Cold Trigger out of Woodward, Oklahoma. Cold Trigger, our leader, works just off the bottom side of turn number 1. Logan Robertson looks to be getting down on the 58 of Don Reed. Robertson works to the high side of turn number 3. The 58 of Don Reed with a little push, which allows the 23 of Logan Robertson to sneak down to the inside of him to make a run at the second position. Logan Robertson out of Shamrock, Texas, does take over your second running position. Don Reed runs third, Travis Bragg, Chad Howell, and Harold Winton. Cold Trigger on cruise control in this one down the back straightaway. Logan Robertson still running second, followed by Don Reed, Travis Bragg, Chad Howell, and Harold Winton. White flagged up, one more trip around for heat race number 1. Checkered flag for Colt Trigger. Logan Robertson second, Don Reed is third, Travis Bragg fourth, Chad Howell 5th, and Harold Winton. We go back green this time. Toby O'Neill hustles on down to corner number 1 through the middle of turns number 1 and out of turn number 2. Calera, Oklahoma driver, the 60 of William Gould, follows in his footsteps, now runs to the bottom side of turn number 3 and out of turn number 4 to look to lead lap number 1. Nothing going for him there. As the 8C of Kobe O'Neill, still your race leader, followed by William Gould, Jason Sarton, Jay Baggett and Brandon Pinson. William Gould has what he was looking for that time. Your leader, lap number 2, is a 60 of William Gould. Watch the 17 of Jason Sarton looks to the high side of the 8C of Kobe O'Neill. Now diamonds the corner and runs it back down to the bottom side of turn number 4. Meanwhile, back down the front straightaway as he now works on the turn number 2 and out down the back straightaway. Is the 60 of William Gould. Your battle is starting to heat up for the second running position of the 8C of Kobe O'Neill and the 17 of Jason Sarton. William Gould still your leader, followed by Kobe O'Neill, Jason Sarton, Jay Baggett, and Brandon Pinson. William Gould works the high side of turn number 3 out of 4. You can see 2 more laps to go. William Gould is your race leader, followed by Jason Sarton, Kobe O'Neill, Jay Baggett, and Brandon Pinson. Working the high side. And now to turn number 4, your winner is William Gould. Followed by Jason Sarton routed at the line. And Kobe O'Neill runs 3rd, Jay Baggett in 4th, and Brandon Pinson rounds out your field. 47 and 50 bring us to the green, all 4. Here we go. Jack Sarton lead the song down into turn number 1. Followed by Matt Gilmay, C.A. Mix, David Tanner, and Sean Johnson. Watch up again. Matt Gilmay just rock it on down to the bottom side of turn number 3. Oh, the 34 in the C.A. Mix got a little loose off of turn number 4, but keeps it straight and running. Jack Sarton still your race leader, followed by the 50 of Matt Gilmay, the D25 of David Tanner, 34 in of C.A. Nix, 95 of Sean Johnson. The 50 of Matt Gilmay worked the high side of turn number 3 to try to run down. The 47 of Jack Sarton. Can't seem to find what he's looking for. Jack Sarton still your race leader, followed by Matt Gilmay. C.A. Nix, who gets a little loose in turn number 3 and 4, and stops right there. Caution does come out. Your leader, Jack Sarton, brings us off turn number 4 to the green. Jack Sarton, your leader, followed by Matt Gilmay, C.A. Nix, and Sean Johnson. They spread out single file down the back straightaway. Sarton still your leader off the high side of turn number 4. C.A. Nix comes to get a run on the 50 of Matt Gilmay to the bottom side of turn number 1. Sides up, nothing working for him there. Stays with him down the back straightaway. Gilmay has company. It is the 34 in of C.A. Nix. Nix got a little loose and slid up behind Gilmay, but gains the ground back in turn number 1. Meanwhile, back up front is the 47 of Jack Sarton. Jack Sarton is your leader, followed by Matt Gilmay, C.A. Nix, and Sean Johnson. White flag coming out to be displayed this time. Your leader works his on down the back straightaway. In the turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, your winner is a 47 of Jack Sarton, followed by the 50 of Matt Gilmay, the 34 in of C.A. Nix, and the 95 of Sean Johnson. Green. Casey McAllister lead us on down to the bottom side of turn number 1. Tommy Fain on the high side out of turn number 2 takes the lead at the end of the back straightaway. Tommy Fain is your race leader, followed by Casey McAllister, Brian Schutte, Bobby Miller, Brandon Taylor, Blake Clark. Scott Martin gets turned around on the front straightaway, does keep it going. Tommy Fain still your race leader, followed by Casey McAllister, 3 wide for the number 3 spot. Brandon Taylor has it out of turn number 4. Brandon Taylor runs third, Ryan Schutte in fourth, Bobby Miller 5th, Blake Clark is 5th. Lee Cranford runs 6th, 7th is Scott Martin. Back up front is the 90 of Tommy Fain. Brandon Taylor working the high side out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Looking to get a run on the G17 of Casey McAllister. Brandon Taylor back to the high side of turn number 1 out of turn number 2. Drag races Casey McAllister down the back straightaway. Casey McAllister still running second. Brandon Taylor gives him a run and has it at the flag stand. Brandon Taylor now runs second and looks to run down the 90 of Tommy Fain, who has a straightaway lead on the rest of the field. Tommy Fain, your leader, followed by Brandon Taylor, Casey McAllister, Bobby Miller, Brian Schutte, Blake Clark, Lee Cranford, and Scott Mitchell. Lap traffic is coming into play for the 90 of Tommy Fain, who works the high side of Scott Martin. And jerks it up to the high side of turn number 3 and back down to the bottom of turn number 4. The work down the front straightaway. Halfway hump in this one. Bobby Miller, Brian Schutte, Blake Clark, all hustle on down to try to run down. Third place running, Casey McAllister. Blake Clark tries a high side out of turn number 4 and gets a run on Brian Schutte. Here comes Schutte for the 4th position, and one be Bobby Miller can't hold it. Bobby Miller still runs 4th. Back up front and gone is the 90 of Tommy Fain. Brandon Taylor in 5-star runs second. Casey McAllister, Bobby Miller, Ryan Schutte, Blake Clark, Lee Cranford, and Scott Martin. Battle for 4 still being going on and has been for the past 11 laps. It is Brian Schutte, Bobby Miller, and Blake Clark. They all hustle out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, trying to run down. Third place running with G17 of Casey McAllister. Two more trips around. White flag displayed for the 90 of Tommy Fain. Second running is a 5-star of Brandon Taylor. Third, the G17 of Casey McAllister. B1 of Bobby Miller, 7X. Out of turn number 4, your winner is a 90 of Tommy Fain. Brandon Taylor comes home second, followed by Casey McAllister. Your battle for the 4th position off turn number 4. Give it to the 1B of Bobby Miller. Ryan Schutte. Ladies and gentlemen, he pulls his helmet off. He can hear you now. Your winner, he comes down to Abilene, Texas, in car number 90. Give him a hand, Tommy Thane. Tommy Thane, winner here tonight, doubles up on wins here at the Monarch Motor Speedway. Was your winner for season opener last weekend, Friday, March the 15th. Off of 4, Dustin Sutherland, Jay Baggett lead us to the green. Here we go. Side-by-side steal as they're working the turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Your leader is Dustin Sutherland, followed by 57 Jay Baggett, Clyde Eichler, Justin Adamson, Tyler Webb, Peyton Rinke, Kelsey Baggett, Timothy Newell, Jody Brotherwood, James Heston, Jared Heston, Bobby Nettles, Bryce Davis, Brandon Presson, and Dakota Sutherland. Brandon Presson, car number 92, does pull it off to the infield. Oh, look out, we got a spinner. He hops the berm enough into the infield. That was the defeat in 5 of Justin Adamson. Looking for the green. It's up and your way this time. The 5 of Sutherland Rockets on down in turn number 1 on the low side. Jay Baggett out of high side of turn number 2, which allows 11 to Clyde Eichler to take over that second running position. Jay Baggett way high, slips on back, and now to the 4th spot. Here he comes with a hard charge off of turn number 2. Jay Baggett in car number 57 got that car on top and on a rail. Out of the high side, bangs the wall a little bit. Clyde Eichler runs 2nd. Tyler Webb is running 3rd. Jay Baggett, Peyton Rinke, Kelsey Baggett, James Heston, Jody Brotherhood, Justin Adamson, Bryce Davis, Timothy Newell, Dakota Sutherland, Bobby Nettles, and Jared Heston. Your leader still the 5 of Dustin Sutherland out front as he works his way to the flag stand off the bottom side of turn number 4. Battle starting to shape up for your second running position between 11 of Clyde Eichler, the 5P of Tyler Webb, the 57 of Jay Baggett. Baggett will have it walk as they work down the back straightaway. Sutherland, your leader. Jay Baggett in car number 57 runs 2nd. Eichler and Webb battle for 3rd. Rinke, Heston, Adamson, Baggett, Davis, Brotherhood, Sutherland, Newell, Nettles, and Heston round out your field. Halfway down in your mini stock A main, Dustin Sutherland now coming on lap traffic. Dustin Sutherland, first car to put a lap down is the 40 of Timothy Newell. We'll work down the front straightaway and go to work on the 32 of Jared Heston, the 33 of Bobby Nettles. The 40 of Timothy Newell is a lap car in between your leader, the 5 of Dustin Sutherland, and the 57 of Jay Baggett. Oh, Nettles gets sideways, gets into Sutherland, gets into the wall himself, and comes to a stop right before the flags in, right here on the front straightaway. Mini stocks pick up the pace, and we're going off 4. Dustin Sutherland leads us off down back to turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Look at the 57 of Jay Baggett working the high side of the speedway down the back straightaway. Jay Baggett rolls the middle of turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. They're trying to run down your leader, the 5, Dustin Sutherland. Dustin Sutherland, your leader. Battle for second is the 5T of Tyler Webb, the 57, Jay Baggett, Clyde Eichler, Justin Adamson, Peyton Rinke, James Heston, Kelsey Baggett, Bryce Davis. Bryce Davis gets it looped around in the middle of the front straightaway. Caution lights do come back on. 5 laps to go. We're going back green this time with Dustin Sutherland still our race leader as he leads us down into turn number 1. Dustin Sutherland followed by Jay Baggett, Tyler Webb, Clyde Eichler, Justin Anderson, Peyton Rinke, James Heston, Kelsey Baggett, Bryce Davis, Jody Brotherwood, Dakota Sutherland, and Timothy Newell. Dakota Sutherland spins it around off the exit of turn number 4 and rolls off into the infield. We stay green. 2 laps to go for your leader, Dustin Sutherland. Dustin Sutherland takes a white flag this time as he works into turn number 1. Jay Baggett rolls a high side out of turn number 2. They're trying to run down your leader. They come up on lap car 83S of Dakota Sutherland. Out of turn number 4, your winner is the 5, Dustin Sutherland, followed by Jay Baggett, Tyler Webb, Clyde Eichler. Oh, look out. Give forward to Justin Anderson, then Clyde Eichler, James Heston, Peyton Rinke, Kelsey Baggett, Bryce Davis, Jody Brotherwood, Timothy Newell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, he climbs out of race car out of Geronimo, Oklahoma. Give him a hand, the 5, Dustin Sutherland. We're going green off of 4. Green's up. Here we go. Limited modified. Main time. Aaron Alley leads us off down into turn number 1. Rob Bland works the low side of the speedway, trying to run down your leader. Rob Bland in the low side of turn number 3. He works his way off of turn number 4. So lead lap number 1 is Aaron Alley out the line. Rob Bland takes over first down the back straightaway, followed by Aaron Alley. 3-car battle for the 3rd position between Kobe Adams, Jared Baird, Mitchell Hansen. Josh Canoe will follow in right behind him, followed by Brandon Decker, Don Reed, Scotty Kelton, John Freeman, John Nimitz, Stephen Davis, Jonathan Powers, Peyton Zingraf, TJ Garrett, Richard Walp, and Eric Kimbrough. Meanwhile, up front, your leader is Rob Bland. 3 wide back here in the back of the field is Don Reed, Scotty Kelton, and John Freeman. Don Reed, John Freeman, Scotty Kelton battle it out for your 7th position. Rolling smooth on the low side of the speedway is the 16 of Rob Bland. He works off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 4. Rob Blandrew, followed by Aaron Alley, Mitchell Hinton, Jared Baird, Kobe Adams, Josh Canoyer, Brandon Decker, Donna Reed, Scotty Kelton, John Freeman, John Nimitz, Stephen Davis, Jonathan Powers, Peyton Zingraf, TJ Garrett, Richard Walt, and Eric Kimbrough. Look out! Upside down goes a 5-star Brandon Decker on the front straightaway. Red flag does blink on. Lights are out. Rob Bland leads us to the green off turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Oh, look out! Pile up in turn number 1 and 2. Green flag. Aaron Alley rockets out to the race lead and down the front straightaway to B4 of Jared Baird. Hot on his heels in turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Aaron Alley, your race leader. Mitchell Hinton and Jared Baird battle it out for the second position. Baird has into turn number 3 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Aaron Alley is your leader. Mitchell Hinton has second of the line, followed by Jared Baird, Josh Canoyer, Kobe Adams, Scotty Kelton, Don Reed, Stephen Davis, John Freeman, John Nimitz, Jonathan Powers, but back up front on the high side of the racetrack is the 9H of Mitchell Hinton trying to run down the 17A of Aaron Alley. The B4 of Jared Baird is right there in the mix, drifts up to the middle side of the racetrack. Nothing running there. Down the front straightaway. Mitchell Hinton followed by Aaron Alley, Jared Baird, Josh Canoyer, Scotty Kelton, Kobe Adams, Don Reed, Stephen Davis, John Freeman, Jared Baird sees Mitchell Hinton rocking around the high side. He decides he's going to try and go up top. He has second at the line. Jared Baird around the top side of Aaron Alley down the back straightaway. Mitchell Hinton is your leader. Jared Baird runs second. Aaron Alley runs third. Josh Canoyer in fourth. Scotty Kelton rounds out your top 5. Don Reed slides it in hot into the turn number 3, which gets into the side of Kobe Adams. Don Reed and Kobe Adams around in turn number 3. We're on green this time. Here we go. Jared Baird hustles on down, hot on the heels of the 9/8 of Mitchell Hinton, runs the bottom side of the raceway. Aaron Alley takes a peek at the top side, nothing cooking for him there. Jared Baird and Josh Canoyer run down to the bottom side of turn number 4. And try to run down your leader of Mitchell Hinton. Mitchell Hinton up top, followed by Jared Baird, Josh Canoyer, Aaron Alley, Scotty Kelton, Stephen Davis, John Freeman, John Nimitz, Jonathan Powers, Rob Bland, Eric Kimbrough, Richard Walt, TJ Garrett, Don Reed, Peyton Zingraf, and Kobe Adams. The 58 of Don Reed pulls off into the infield and calls it quits for this one. Meanwhile, back up front with 5 laps to go, your leader Mitchell Hinton. We go 3 wide off of turn number 4 with John Nimitz, John Freeman, and Scotty Kelton. Kimbrough, turn number 97K, slow off the pace in turn number 3. Lights stay on, we stay green. Eric Kimbrough pulls it off into the infield. Your leader is Mitchell Hinton in car 9H, followed by B4 at Jared Baird. Oh, Scotty Kelton doing well on the front straightaway. Brings us to a stop. Yellow lights come on. Looking for the green this time. Here we go. Baird went for the side job, couldn't complete it. Mitchell Hinton does pull back away down the back straightaway. Baird great and rounds out of Josh Canoyer on the 9H of Mitchell Hinton. He is still your leader. Baird goes back up to the top side of the racetrack, right against the wall, trying to run down the 9H of Mitchell Henson. Nothing playing in his favor tonight. 41 up from the rear one, so Stephen Davis is fourth, and only rounds out your top 5. 2 to go this time for your leader, 9H of Mitchell Henson. Jared Baird dives down low in the middle of 3 and 4 out of 4. Can't complete it. White flag this time in the air for the 9H of Mitchell Henson. Baird hustles on down in the corner number 1. Slides down low. Can't complete it. Mitchell Henson, your leader, down the back straightaway. Rubs the wall, but no harm, no foul. Checkered flag out this time. Your winner is the 9H of Mitchell Henson, followed by the B4 of Jared Baird, Josh Kinweir, Stephen Davis, and Allie John Freeman, John News, John Powers, Rob Bland, Peyton Singer, Richard Watt, Toby Adams, and T.J. Gall. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner climbs out of a race car out of Indiana, Oklahoma, car number 9H, that's Mitchell Henson. We would like Chad Halsham, Johnson, Tanner, Pinson, and here we go. Logan Robertson, Cole Trigger brings himself down to the green. Cole Trigger on the high side of the race where he rockets around. And Shamrock takes his driver at 23, Logan Robertson. He does fall back into the second running position. Cole Trigger is your race leader, followed by Logan Robertson. Logan Robertson dives back down low and takes away your first running position from the 9 of Cole Trigger. Cole Trigger back around the top side of the 23 of Logan Robertson. They drag race into turn number 3 and now to turn number 4. Logan Robertson has it up the line, followed by Cole Trigger, Jack Sarton, Jason Sotensen, Nick Matt Gillen, Don Reed, Toby O'Neill, Chad Howe, Travis Bragg, Jay Baggett, David Tweener, Brandon Pinson, and Sean Johnson. Back up front, still a side-by-side battle for your lead with Cole Trigger and Logan Robertson. Cole Trigger, your race leader, followed by the 23 of Logan Robertson. Jason turns to the bottom side of turn number 4, takes away third running Jackson Williamson and CA Nix. Matt Gillenay runs 6. Ron Reed is 7th, Kobe O'Neill is 8th, Chad Howell is 9th, Thomas Wright rounds out your top 10. Back up front on the high side out of Woodward, Oklahoma is Cole Trigger. Cole Trigger, your race leader, followed by Logan Robertson, C.A. Nix, Jack Sarton, Jason Sarton, Matt Gillenay, Ron Reed, Kobe O'Neill, Chad Howell, Travis Bragg, David Hanner, Jay Baggett, Brandon Pinson, just a little loose and flips it around. And the turns number 3 and 4. Yellow lights will brings on. Clean start. This time a 4. Cole Trigger leaves us on down in turn number 1. Logan Robertson hard on the hills, hustles right on back behind him. Here comes the 34 and the CA Nix around the top side. Logan Robertson, nothing happening there. Cole Trigger still your leader, battle side by side for the second place position between CA Nix and Logan Robertson. Logan Robertson holds on. C.A. Nix pushes, gets up into turn number 1 and 2. Wall keeps it going. Range running third. Jason Sarton around the high side this time. And Jack Sarton, Mac Milne, Toby O'Neill, Travis Bragg, Don Reed, Chad Howell, David Tanner, Brandon Pinson, Jake Baggett, John Johnson, and Harold Wynn. Back up front is a 9 of Coach Riggett, still your race leader. Coach Riggett, your race leader, comes around the fleet lap number 8. Riggett, your race leader, followed by Logan Robertson, C.A. Nick, Jason Sarton, Matt Gilmay working his way up into the top 5. And Jack Sarton runs 6, Toby O'Neill, Travis Bragg, Don Reed, C.A. Chad Howell. Laps now, 9 more laps to go for your leader, Colt Trigett. Caution flag does wait for the D25. Matt Gilman, Jack Sarton, Kobe O'Neill, we're back racing. Coach Trigger leads us on to the top side of now to turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, C.A. Nick shuffles on right behind him, follows in his footsteps. Left until he can take over the second spot from Logan Robertson. Logan Robertson still runs second. And C.A. Nick's Matt Gilmay up to 4th. Toby O'Neill has now found his way into the top 5 behind the 50 of Matt Gilmay. Gilmay to the top side of turn number 3. Try to run and take away third from the 34-man C.A. Nix. Chad Howell spins it around out of turn number 4. We stay green. 5 more laps to go. 15 down, 5 to go. It's time for your leader, Cole Trigett. Here's your leader, followed by the 23 of Logan Robertson, C.A. Nix, Matt Gilmay, Kobe O'Neill, Jason Sarton, Jack Sarton, Travis Bragg, Brandon Pinson, Don Reed, David Tanner, Jay Baggett. Jason Sarton hops the ball out of turn number 4 and keeps it going. Looks like a right front flat on the 17 of Jason Sarton as he slows from the top side of the back straightaway. Fires back off and runs on the infield. We stay green, flag racing. Coming around the fleet lap number 18 and take 2 more laps to go to 9 of Cole Trigett. Followed by Logan Robertson, C.A. Nix, Matt Gilmay, Colby Smith. Jack Sarton, Travis Bragg, Brandon Pinson, Don Reed, David Hanner, Jay Baggett, and Harold Winton. Up top and gone on a rail is a 9 of Cole Trigett. He works you into turn number 3 out of turn number 4. Your winner is Cole Trigett. Followed by Logan Robertson, C.A. Nix, Matt Gilmay, Kobe O'Neill, Jack Sarton, Travis Bragg, Brandon Pinson, Don Reed, David Tanner, Jay Baggett, and Harold Whitney. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for your USA Modifieds. He comes to you out of Woodward, Oklahoma, car number 9. That's Cole Truget. On behalf of myself, Trace Miller, and the rest of the Monarch Motor Speedway staff, we appreciate you for coming out tonight. We hope to see you next weekend, Friday, March 29th, for more racing action.